What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are kicking off Season 2 of Madden 24 Pink Slips here in the Super League, where every team in the NFL has been bought up, has been relocated to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. We play out of the vacant stadiums left from the Brazil World Cup, and we compete now, not for a Super Bowl, but to be the crowned champion of the Super League. Last season fell a little bit short of our goal, did not even make the playoffs. But we are here for Season 2, better known as Episode 10, and we start this episode off with a big shout out, big thank you to you guys. We crushed the 1,000 like goal on last episode, the off season, where in every episode of Pink Slips, if we hit 1,000 likes, it gives us a half-star scoring for the next episode. So we are starting here today as we take on the Steamers, who, let's just for shits and giggles say they're from Cleveland, Brazil. They are the Cleveland Steamers. And we have the Dolphins, Week 1 and Week 2. And out of both of those games, we have an opportunity to apply a half-star scoring because you guys crushed 1,000 likes on the last episode. Let's see if we can hit it here again today so we get future scoring. As you can see, though, the biggest change going to Year 2, Season 2, whatever you want to call it here on Madden 24 Pink Slips, is our team has now eclipsed a 75 overall. Last year, we could win, we could lose with no risk of having any of our players poached, as we put a rule in place where until we break a 75 threshold, no one was up for grabs. Now, when we lose players, we are going to be, the easiest way to explain this, because we haven't done it yet for Madden 24, we have some newcomers, is like I act as the team that just beat us. I will always try to go with the best available players, the most punishing loss that we could potentially endure as a franchise. So it is very important to make sure that our 6 team captains, these are the 6 players that will never be exposed to being poached. It kind of gives us a little bit of an insurance policy, and we, through the comments, there's kind of some debate, some back and forth. I think we have hammered home the best 6 team captains. We are starting first. This was really the kind of trade-off here, because we have Clement at wide receiver, who we know is a superstar dev, given we rolled last year. After a 5-star victory, we could go take a look under the hood of the draft class. It was for the wide receiver and defensive tackles. We know Clement was a superstar. However, it seemed like more people were kind of trending towards Luke Musgrave getting one of our team captain spots because he's more established, I guess. 6'6", 250 was our go-to just playmaker last season. And anytime you have a rookie tight end that goes for 74 catches, 1,100 yards, 14 tutties, that is just, you know, given the fact that there's only really a 2 overall gap, 73 superstar, 75 superstar, go with the known commodity. So our first team captain is Luke Musgrave. Our second team captain is Bijan Robinson, the superstar running back out of Texas. And we never really got the full display of the Bijan Robinson show last season. I felt like it took him a little bit of getting up to speed to what the world of Pink Slips is about. We saw maybe the last game or two how this guy is going to be able to truly take games over. Unfortunately, we took away the captaincy badge from Deuce Vaughn, who is going to be at risk at getting poached from our squad. But we're going to hopefully win enough games that is not going to matter, because this is my RB1, RB2 tandem that I do not want to lose. Our final team captain on the offensive side of the ball is our X-Factor quarterback here, Anthony Richardson, who is everything Pink Slips is about. He has 99 throw power, 85 mid, 80 deep, 82 short, 81 break sack, 91 speed, 92 acceleration. Now, and this is just tinfoil hat there. We complain, and I said I saw this on Reddit. I've seen people on Twitter talk about why does Anthony Richardson feel so slow? And while I do not have an answer, 100%, I think it has something to do with that 77 stamina. So I think if we ever get into an opportunity to upgrade a rating on Anthony Richardson, we'll say, and you might look at this like, let's give him more speed, let's give him more agility, let's give him more acceleration, let's give him more accuracy. I think for utilizing him as a dual threat, that 77 stamina is probably why he does not feel as fast as he should. That's pretty low. That is, I'm very surprised that he is that low stamina. So that is just something to keep an eye on for your third team captain here in Season 2 of Pink Slips. On the defensive side, and I guess, you know, the big misses, the big omissions would be Clement, who we know is a 75 superstar, and Ike Ekwonu, who is an 81 superstar. On the defensive side, we have Nolan Smith Jr. as our fourth team captain, 86 superstar X-Factor. He actually got himself a brand new face scan in the game, which is looking pretty badass. But I mean, this guy here is a fucking, pardon my French, Animal. 88 finesse move, 93 speed, 97 acceleration, 86 tackle, 88 agility. I think his jumping's like in the 90s, 85 pursuit, 86 kick power. I mean, when you look at like where can he get better, I definitely think strength. I'd like to see maybe a little bit more strength in this game. I'm not too worried about block shed. That's kind of, puts him more into run defense. And I mean, I guess just power moves. So like it's idiot proof. If I use him on the defensive line, whatever move I decide to use to try to beat the offensive lineman, it will work. But I think for what it is right now, I think he's about, how many sacks did he have last year? I think he had 12 and a half, 13 and a half sacks. Either way, I think he's about to go nuclear this season. I think we are going to double. I'm going to make the bold prediction that we are going to double the sacks. I'm going to go 25. We're going to break a record with him. Big goal, lofty goal. I'm not going to put a punishment to that goal. I think we have a chance. Our second team captain, fan favorite, Riley Moss, 24, superstar corner last season. Finished the year with 8 interceptions. He had 6 in his first, 4 games or something like that. Slowed down a little bit. I think that was more so. Madden got gameplay patches, stuff like that, which kind of affected the amount of turnovers that we were forcing on the defensive side of the ball. But him getting a team captaincy badge was pretty important. And then our final team captain is a man that is just our user. He's our user this year, passing to the guard from Troy Anderson, and that is Trenton Simpson. Again, if you look at value, we have bypassed, I guess, 2 superstars on the offensive side of the ball to protect Trenton Simpson. But I think, I've seen enough in the comments about him being a god, him being a user god. 91 speed, 95 acceleration, 83 tackle, 89 hit power, 80 pursuit, almost 80 strength, 94 jumping. I think he's going to be the next guy. That's the sky's the limit. It's only a matter of time. We roll that superstar dev. He is a breakout scenario. He gets it from his production at the end of the year 2. I think there's a lot of room to grow with Trenton Simpson. So we're making the early investment by protecting with a captaincy badge where we might have more proven players because we all believe in Trenton Simpson. So those are our 6 team captains. I suppose now that you see it all in the flesh, if there's anything you guys are absolutely adamant that we should change and or adjust that I might have misread from the preseason episode, make sure you let your voices be known in the comment section below. I am a man of the people. So that is about all. We can kind of gas up the squad. We're just going to go out there and do it. Steamers and Dolphins in today's episode, and we're starting very quickly. Let's take a look at the Steamers. I don't know if we've ever played them before. I don't know what their squad is looking like. What do we got? All right, they have last year's Pink Slips quarterback, under center in Malik Willis. And you know what? I like DTR. DTR is currently our backup. If there's ever just leftover points, I mean, bringing Malik Willis, an experienced pink slip player, into the room, couldn't be terrible, but absolutely you're definitely dealing with leftover points in that scenario. They got Tyjae Spears at RB1, Jalen Waddle. That is an ultimate pink slip player right there. Don't know if I've ever actually played with Waddle in Madden, but even though he's 5'10", 182, 98 speed, 97 acceleration, 97. So this is an ultimate role right there for sure. We're probably going to have to, I think our top wide receiver is 76, Tank Dell. So we're going to have to spin a wheel. We're going to have to kick the shit out of this team enough to spin the wheel to try to get Jalen Waddle, but that would be very, very good. DJ Chark fits pink slip, 6'3", 94 speed, height, weight, speed, which we'll keep. They have Puka Nacua. Obviously, this is well before the ratings upgrades. God damn it, because that would have been a nice player, because I think he has 92 speed, 93 speed, somewhere in that range after the roster update. Damn. Will Disley, offensive line this is not, I mean, there's a depth trade player, I'm pretty sure Zion Johnson has a star depth, so that could be someone that could potentially be up for grabs. Those are a nice jersey combo as well. But that is as bad of an offense I think we've seen on paper. So I'm sure they're going to be able to find a way to put up points. We have Kwity Paye, who's kind of a player for us. Cross couple series in Madden 23. 6'2", 260. Pretty decent athlete as well. They got Carl Lawson, Vita Vea at nose tackle. I'll tell you right now, BJ Ojolari, who's an X factor for us in our Cardinals franchise. Could be a nice little pass rusher potential to bring in. Henley's a decent athlete. Pete Werner. Marshawn Lattimore. Eric Stokes could fit the mantra of our secondary. 6 feet tall, 95 speed, 94 acceleration. Big time athlete. Jesse Bates at safety. Marcus May, Gator Bias. I'm going to be honest though, this is... How do they have Cole Strange on their practice squad? He'd be a starter for us. Does he have a dev trait? Shit. I'm throwing him in the pool right there, right away. If I can get a 76 star dev guard for free, he's going right there. Absolutely. But ultimately, this is going to be a game that we're going in with the mindset, we got to get a 5-star. We got to spin the wheel. All eyes are on Jalen Waddle. Let's get into game one. It's already 10 freaking minutes in. Come on. Give me that. Smoke Monday. Jumps the pass for Jalen Waddle. And I do think, man, this is the worst offense I've seen come out of the Super League fantasy draft by far. Like, there's literally, outside of Jalen Waddle, zero strength to that offense. I think the tough thing is going to be, can we move the ball on their defense? Because I do think there's going to be plenty of opportunities for our defense to get us pink scoring every time it's the Steamers and Malik Willis on the field. Oh, we got Clement here. Big rookie wide receiver, 6'6". Throw it up to him potentially. Or Musgrave. Oh, that's a great play. Still trips over his own feet. That could have been a tutty. Try to go back to him here. 1st and goal on the 3. Take it in ourselves. Gonna remind that, we need that again. We got to get that second rushing touchdown for Anthony Richardson for scoring next time we get the ball offensively. And even though it's very against pink slips, to have 2 running backs on the field because it's just half as many reps that like your primary scorer for pink slips got to get. We need to keep that backfield healthy and balanced between Bijan Robinson and Deuce Vaughn because they're both very special players. We got this 2nd and 4. Clement, the rookie, might have a shot here, make a big play. I don't love it, and we just walk into a Quiddy Pay sack. So 4 verts. Like, where's 80? Jalen Rager, man, make some plays. He was unstoppable for like 4 weeks last season. And since then, he's just kind of been non-existent. I think he might have got a hand up there for a PBU. Take the points. Oh, Nolan Smith. 3rd and 12, man. Just nothing from this Steamers offense. They've literally gone backwards. More often than not, and Nolan Smith, with his eyes on 25 sacks this year, opens up his account here right before halftime. Right now, man, offensively, a little underwhelming for how well our defense has played. 3rd and 8. I don't know, man. I'm staring down Clement, our 1st-round pick, too much. I want to give him a volley. I want to force him the football. Got to settle again for another kick. Not even a kick, a punt. Let's go, Rager. Come on, someone starting out the second half. Let's hit a bomb. Oh, yes, he catches it. I swear to God, Bijan dropped that every time last season for some reason. Honestly, I think our primary might be just trying to run this in with Anthony Richardson and get that second tutty there. That's exactly what we're able to do. 17 zip. Man, he's running that thing. We're going for the fumbles. Maybe we just need to go for the safe tackle and limit the yards. 1st and goal on the 8. Don't mess this up. He's good. Destroy him. Oh my God, man. We're chasing the fumble. We're chasing the turnover. Let's blitz Hamilton. Is that what we need? We got to score here. We are definitely nowhere near 5-star territory. We need something good on this upcoming drive. This has been very underwhelming performance, to be honest with you. Definitely 4-down territory here just to try to get points. 3rd and 2. Come on, Musgrave. I think that's our only other scoring I think we could hit is potentially Musgrave going over. How he's at 80. Oh, we're not going to hit it. We're going to actually, if we get a touchdown here, we will. Oh, we'll try it. He's getting the ball every throw. Slant wide corner. Try it. Brutal! Oh, there we go. Karlaftis gets it home. Still got a shot, man. As many places as we can, throwing up to Musgrave. How about a little cross here? We don't need to get a touchdown. Just give me 14 yards. Bring this up to the 2. Got him. There we go. Get it! Oh! That's a star right there. We returned that for a touchdown. That is a star. But generally speaking, I want to say outstanding defensive performance. Offensively, though, Malik Willis probably played better than Anthony Richardson. In a matchup where really the only scoring to get excited about is a 5-star spin the wheel to try to get Jalen Watt, I do not think we played nearly well enough to hit that. All right, so take a look at the scoring. We won the game. We won by 14, which gives us 1.5 stars. We also barely had the turnover battle going in our favor, which is worth a half star. So that has us sitting at 2. We have Anthony Richardson getting 2 rushing touchdowns for a half star. Bijan Robinson going over 100 yards rushing, which is a half star. Luke Musgrave going over 100 yards receiving, which is a half star. And on the defensive side of the ball, we get a half star for Nolan Smith's 3 TFLs. Big games for him and Karlaftis. We get a half star for Smoke Monday's interception, which is 4.5. We're going to use the 1,000-like goal to cash it in. 5-star performance, a chance to spin the wheel. Please, please, any way, shape, or form, to either get Jalen Waddle, steal Jalen Waddle's stats. It's all about the Waddle. We need to be a flock of penguins right now. All right, we need this to roll on dark blue. Dark blue might as well just be replaced with Jalen Waddle. All right. Not as bad. Maybe not some Jalen Waddle, but we rolled Monstars. So if you've ever seen the movie Space Jam, we have the little aliens that take the talent of the player. What Monstars times 2 means is we could take 2 attributes from players that are on the Steamers roster and apply it to our own players. All right, so I have already decided what player we're going to be upgrading for. It's pretty clear and obvious. I went through it. The thing that is annoying, which, we've never applied this to Pink's list, but Jalen Waddle, his confidence is being hit, so he's regularly an 88. He's down to an 87. Our top wide receiver is a 77, Tank Dell. So, technically, 87, 77, we can use all plus 10 there and bring in Jalen Waddle, but that's kind of cheesing the system a little bit. But I found a better upgrade, which we will get to. But before we do so, here are the Monstars, the top Monstar abilities that we can look to poach to our own squad. You guys let me know in the comment section below. It will be pinned which upgrades we should get and who we should apply it to. So I think we're going to start here. We got Jalen Waddle. And the key attributes here on Jalen Waddle that we could steal. One is obviously his 98 speed. We can apply that 98 speed to anybody. It's not tied just to the wide receiver position. So if we want to give that Bijan Robinson, we want to give that to one of our wide receivers, we want to give that to a pass rusher, a linebacker, a corner, a DB, a safety, a kicker, for God's sakes. Jalen Waddle's 98 speed, and I think we should consider, he also has 97 acceleration, 97 agility, 96 change of direction, 95 ball carrier vision. All those are pretty important, but I think the highlight here of Jalen Waddle would be poaching his 98 speed. Sticking in the wide receiver room, they have Zay Jones. Probably didn't think I'd mention Zay Jones, but he does have 90 overall catching. So for our current wide receiver room, that could be something that would be a gigantic boost to certain specific players. We could also look at here, we're going to the defense. Their best DB overall is Jesse Bates. However, the attribute I'm highlighting here is his 94 stamina. Talked about the stamina on Anthony Richardson. Maybe a reason why he's slowing down. He is their highest stamina player. We could apply that to Anthony Richardson. I think that's kind of where I would decipher that. Corner, they have Marshawn Lattimore, 90 overall. What I would look here for Marshawn Lattimore is his 89 man coverage, because we're a man defense, or 96 press. Both those could be gigantic upgrades to, say, our Riley Moss, if we want to go in that. And again, we got 2 upgrades. So we can use the speed from Jalen Waddle, for an example, and use that 89 man coverage off of Marshawn Lattimore. It's any 2 that you guys want to see. We also have at linebacker here, Bobby Wagner, and we're going to highlight his 93 tackling. That is gigantic, and imagine applying that to a Trenton Simpson. Imagine applying that to a Troy Anderson. Imagine applying that to any of our safeties. A Smoke Monday. Try to make Smoke Monday a thing. That would be a gigantic upgrade for him. And the final upgrade is on Vita Vea, one of the best nose tackles in the NFL. He has 98 strength. Imagine just throwing that 98 strength on freaking Nolan Smith. Just what kind of monster that would look like, or any of our defensive tackles. So those are all the upgrades. I will pin them again in the comments, the top comment in the comment section below. You vote on what 2 attributes we're going to steal, and tell me which player you want to see those upgrades. For me writing those down, I think if we take Jesse Bates' 94 stamina, probably should go to Anthony Richardson. I think if we're taking Jalen Waddle's 98 speed, that could be something we throw on here to one of our wide receivers. Maybe our 6'6", 220 superstar wide receiver. 98 speed at 6'6". That'd be absolutely insane. We could give that to Luke Musgrave, who's our top receiving target. Going from 87 speed up to 98 might be a little weird with the acceleration, but he could eventually get there. We have the tackling, 93 tackling from Bobby Wagner. That could go to Troy Anderson, where he's currently sitting on 84. That could go to Trenton Simpson, where he's sitting on 83. That could go to Channing Tindall, who's also sitting there on 83. That could also find its way to a Smoke Monday, who's sitting on 73 tackling. That could make its way to a Kyle Hamilton, who's sitting on 78 tackling. We have the 89 man coverage and or 96 press, and that could definitely go towards a Joey Porter Jr. or a Riley Moss. Really, both of those upgrades could make those players that much more potent. I definitely think Riley Moss would be where I would be leaning, just because he is a captain, is a superstar, would help his development. The 90 catching that we could poach off Zay Jones, that could go, the biggest upgrade. Clement sitting at 81. We could just double up on him, give him speed and catching, and really make him a bona fide wide receiver 1. We missed out on Jalen Waddle, but we might be able to build Deion Clement into a freak wide receiver. Or we have the 98 strength from Vita Vea. That could honestly go anywhere on the offensive line. I mean, our O-line's pretty good, I think, across the board for strength. It's kind of been something we've highlighted, but I do think that 98 strength, I would 100% apply that to Nolan Smith. Sitting there with 69. We give him 93 speed, 97 acceleration, 98 strength. He is going to be incredibly difficult to stop pretty much any single time. We could give that to, 98 strength for Trenton Simpson. I don't really know what strength will do. I don't know if that'll help with block shed, what RNG that's going to happen and give us an advantage in the battle. Maybe it's just more of a base flex of like, look at this guy, 98 strength. But all those upgrades, let me know in the comments. Let's get to our player that we are stealing, which very happy to announce this one. We're going to be saying bye to one of our team captains in Milton Williams, who has earned that start of with us last year. It was a scenario that we ended up popping up, and he's a solid pink slip D tackle, man. 84 speed, 86 acceleration, 87 tackle, 83 strength across the board. However, he's undersized, and someone like Vita Vea just getting a straight plus 10 upgrade for a man that is also, relative to his size, very freak athlete. To be almost 350 pounds, 73 acceleration, 98 strength, good tackle, good hit power. I literally could not come up with any other. Like, it was literally this, or we look at like DJ Chark, costing 7 of the 10 points we earned. So much as I like Milton Williams, the next guy, I love him getting an opportunity here as an Eagle fan in real life. He's a guy that would be awesome to get more opportunities. I think he's a good player. I think this is an easy, just spend the plus 10 at one spot, bring in a big-time get on the defensive side of the ball, and let you guys vote on how we are going to utilize the Monstars. Now our defensive tackle room, we got 6'4", 347, 6'3", 337, 6'1", 341. You're not running against us anymore. Game 2 of our doubleheader, we have the Dolphins, who I think are going to pose a much stiffer... That Steamers matchup is the easiest game we are probably going to play for the first half of the season. Again, just they didn't have much. They only had one guy, really, 2 guys total that I think I even would have tried to target if we win. This, hopefully, is going to be a better spot. They got Jared Goff, Raheem Mostert, Izzy Abanikand, a lot of speed in the backfield. A lot of speed at wideout. Mecole Hardman, that's a pink slip guy we could potentially target. 79, 96 speed, 96 acceleration. And they got Andy Isabella, White Lightning. But generally speaking, not a stacked offense by any means. Skoronski on the O-line could be a sneaky good upgrade. 76 with a dev trait. I'm not... Oh, these 70s. I'm like, what's this guy? Raphael Rookie. Does he have a dev? Okay, dev trade D tackle, undersized. Brian Breeze, dev trade D tackle. They got TJ Watt. They got Fred Warner. So they invested a lot at linebacker. Secondary room, they got Derek Stingley, who had a cup of coffee with us. We could just steal him back. This is, again, a winnable matchup. I'm not seeing much there that I think our team on paper is probably better than us. Oh, we got Rashid Shaheed. He's a burner. 92 speed, 94 acceleration. But honestly, man, as long as we don't let TJ Watt take this game over, this would be a dub. Back-to-back dubs, 2-0 start. Let's start with the newcomer here on the D-line. And they got Aiden O'Connell instead of Goff playing. Okay, bold there, McDaniel. Like, injuries are off. There we go. Huge CFO. What? Yeah, let me double check. What is going on there? Okay, benched him. Maybe I missed something. So we get Malik Willis and Aiden O'Connell to start the year. All right. Got to figure out the offense. Come on, man. The Texas running back running a Texas route. It's got to work. Look at... Why is my left tackle, not 81, halfway in the end zone, not grabbing anybody? What is this? What is this pass rep? What? You looking for a screen pass? I got Fred Warner. Oh, no chance. Go. Tutty. I'm glad that he catches those now, though. I've watched enough Falcons games for some reason. He does that in real life. At least we kick a field goal, get a 1-point lead. Got nice CFL scores there. Here we go. Nolan Smith. Actually, gotta let him do it himself. I'm sucking if I'm trying to use their pass rush right now. Let's be the linebacker, make the quarterback stall, and let our talent shine. Wow, bad drive. They catch that. They're at least in field goal range. That is a long... That's a punt. They get a gong. Wow, they get a gong off the punt. All right, it's just 99 rushing yards for Bijan coming up. God, instant sack. Percy Butler, the safety. He's a big-time athlete. We got to go. This, I can't get them a second safety. And how it's going, I think we have just as much shot at busting this off for 96 yards as we do at hitting like a first down. So, it's blocked up pretty well. He just can't make the first guy miss. Multiple times Bijan has had one guy, and then it's pay dirt, and he's going down first. He's like Zach Ertz, for God's sakes. I did everything too. You're supposed to let go, speed, hit your move. Oh, there we go. Go. Finally. An explosive. Don't get caught. An explosive play. And leave it to the only guy with a pulse on offense right now to give it to us. There's no way, man. And it's Andy Isabella! Former Pink Slip star. Made the original roster. Smoke Monday goes for the diving pick for some reason. Unbelievable. They're going for 2 to tie the game. Can Smoke Monday at least break even here? What? All right. Good call. Good call, McDaniels. We did get the X Factor triggered for Nolan Smith. Hopefully he can take this game over. Or they're just going to double. There we go. Shit throw. About time we got Aiden O'Connell to play like Aiden O'Connell. B. There we go. Finally. So I get Bijan a second. Ooh, almost got clipped from behind by Fred Warner. We're able to punch that in. Another pink slip scoring as Bijan gets his second tutty of the game. There we go. Trent Simpson's eating. Here we go. Big sack. Give me. Oh. Thank you, Mr. O'Connell. That's a team captain right there. Because I feel like offensively, I mean, we're able to run really well there. As Hamilton take the knee, but, you know, is this the difficulty that's sucking, or is it the fact that we've gone up against terrible quarterbacks? All right, we got a 2-0, and I can't get a read where we're at. You can't judge where we're at with those two QBs. 6'6" Malik Willis. O'Connell, I couldn't even tell you what his rate was. It's garbage. I don't know why Goff's not playing. But 2-0 starts. A 2-0 start. Happy with it. Got to fix the offense, though. So take a look at the scoring. We won the game by 14, which is 1.5. We won the turnover battle, which is a half star. Looking at our player stats, Bijan with 230 yards, 230. That's 1 full star because you get 1 star for half star for 100 yards, so double it. 2 rushing touchdowns is worth a half star, but I mean, incredibly limited offense. Not consistent enough. We had 3 total picks, 2 for Kyle Hamilton, 1 for Trenton Simpson. When pick 6 on it's a 5 star. We got another 5 star. I know the optics. We're playing on All Pro, back-to-back 5 stars. I think the context of the quarterbacks that we have played play a big part. So I'll tell you right now, we'll go next episode. We'll play some QBs that aren't literally like battling to be a 65 overall. I really want to see what these all Madden with all pro with all pro sliders feels like against like a normal quarterback, right? Because the reason why we jumped down is I'm just sick and tired mostly of every game we played on all Madden. The opposing team quarterback 85%. It's just got boring. I hated playing defense, even though I should love playing defense. So I feel like we got to play better quarterbacks. But again, if we have another episode where it's like this and we're going up against legitimate QBs, obviously this is not even sustainable for me to be entertained. But we will take it as it comes. Another 5 star, another spin of the wheel, a chance. Looking at the roster, TJ Watt, that'd be badass. The next episode, we get the Raiders and Chargers. So we're going up against Jimmy Garoppolo, which is probably not another great. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're not getting true reads here on these QBs with our difficulty. I will say this. Another episode. If not, we'll make adjustments to the difficulty. All right, here we go. Second spin of the episode. A perfect start to season number 2. And re-roll dev trait increase, which means 1 player on our squad. We can decide who can go up a dev trait. And really, probably should be one of our superstars to become an X Factor just to maximize their abilities. All right, so first things first, we rolled a dev trait increase. So let's decide who's gonna get that. I think I could probably figure that out myself. I'm confident. Obviously, it's kind of a get it now, wait for it. I feel like with how we've played, with how the offense has struggled, Bijan Robinson is likely going to get it at the end of the year. Straight up, that is going to be an X factor at running back. So then it's like, do we want Musgrave to be an X factor? I think we need to prioritize giving this to a team captain. We have Clement, who is, we know he's a superstar. We could just make him an X factor wide receiver, but then we'd probably have to think about switching around the captaincy spots. Or on the defensive side, we could give Riley Moss, team captain, an X factor. We could bump Trenton Simpson up to a superstar. You know what? I'm gonna put this one with the Monstars. You guys need to vote on who gets the dev trade, because I think you can make the argument a lot of guys to go up dev trade. You could get Vita Vea to jump. I do think we should value the team captains a little bit more just because it's added protection. I was leaning Riley Moss just to have an X factor in that secondary, but I think now the idea that like we bump Clement up, who we know he's a superstar, bump him up to an X factor, and maybe take the captaincy off Musgrave and give it here. So then we hopefully get that game changer now at wide receiver. You guys vote on that one. We did get player of the weeks, Bijan Robinson and Trenton Simpson, so they both get themselves a +1 upgrade. Bijan Robinson, obviously here with almost 300 yards from scrimmage and 2 touchdowns, and Trenton Simpson with 10 tackles, a sack, and a pick 6. And because we struggled with drops, I'm honestly for Bijan, I'm going to go catching. We're going to bump this up till that receiving back. There we go. So we can go bring him up from a 70. So +4 catching is what Bijan gets for his offensive player of the week performance. And for Trenton Simpson, we're just coverage, just straight coverage. So we're going to go until he breaks a 78. There we go. So there we go. Bring him up to a 77 zone for his defensive player of the week performance. So because pretty much every time we do an upgrade, there are skill points that we could spend, which is cheesing it a little bit. I assume we're going to probably make some ground here, as we don't at face value spend all of our +10, but we spent a decent amount. We're going to spend +5 to go, and unfortunately it's a short-lived time here in Pink Slip 2024 for the Cookie Monster Alante Taylor. We're going to use that +5 upgrade to bring back Derek Stingley, who was on our squad last year, and I believe we sent him to Miami, and we took J.C. Horn back. But Derek Stingley, 78-23 with a dev trait. It was solid for us. And you obviously, Alante Taylor, 73 on a normal dev. Then we're going to send Steve Avila, 73 star dev guard, 24 years old. And with that, we're going to bring in Skoronski. I mean, there you go. There's going to be the added value. Actually get 11 points worth of player, as Skoronski is going to be eventually 79 with a dev trait. But he's going to slot in nicely and be a legitimate upgrade at left guard. So it's not maybe the sexiest of moves, but we will take it here on what could be very well our second last episode on All Pro, unless things take a turn for the better on the next episode. Let's wrap up this episode with a breakout scenario, I assume, for Bijan Robinson, staring down the barrel of, obviously, if we go back-to-back against the Raiders and Chargers next episode, I'll probably just go back to All Madden and deal with it. But I need you guys to decide 2 things. 1, who is going to get the benefit of 2 Monstar upgrades? And all of the upgrades are going to be pinned in the top comment. Who is going to go up a dev trait? A lot of legitimate arguments are made for multiple players, both on offense and defense. We're going to go with the top community suggestion. So post that down below. Hell, I'll clip it and put it in the next video. Get a little bit of camera time, if you will. But that'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in an episode of Madden 24 Pink Slips. As always, let's look at smashing that 1,000 likes goal. So we start next episode with a half-star scoring, and we're going to try to make the most. I mean, again, like, you look at this, offensively, we're not playing any, probably even arguably worse than we were on All Madden. However, defensively, we've been going up against 2 terrible quarterbacks, and we punished them. And it doesn't get much better in terms of the quarterbacks we're playing as we take on 74 Jimmy Garoppolo, 74 Russell Wilson. But maybe we'll get a little bit better feel of where we're at to try to make this, for myself and you guys, the most entertaining series possible here in Season 2. But first and foremost, let me know the upgrades. Let me go the Monstars. I'll see you back in the next one. Till then, it's your boy C4. So if it's your first time stopping by, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. Until next time, peace out. Love ya. Have a good one.